What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 2 of the Day Trading Bootcamp. If you made it this far, congratulations. You've made it about 3 minutes into your entire trading journey. Anyways, in this video, what we're going to be covering is TradingView, how to use it, and what I trade, and just getting you familiar with this software and the systems that you'll be trading on. I won't waste any more time. Let's get right onto my screen so I can show you how to set up your TradingView step by step. All right, so welcome to TradingView. What TradingView is basically the screen that allows you to see all the charts that you will need to have access to throughout your journey. And you can download this as an app for your computer, whether you're on Mac or you're on Chrome, or you can just use their website, whatever you prefer. I personally prefer the app. Anyways, get that downloaded or open that up and I'll get right onto the charts with you. Okay, so if you made it this far, you should see a chart on your screen or something like this. And basically what you want to do is head over to the search bar and look up NQ1. Maybe wondering, what the hell is this? Well, this is the NASDAQ, and this is the index that I spend pretty much all of my time trading. NASDAQ is the only index that I trade. NASDAQ is the top 100 companies in the US economy, and it is mainly focused on tech stocks, but you get the gist. It's an index, and this is the only thing that I trade is NASDAQ. I trade NASDAQ futures. Once you get onto this chart, you'll see there's a couple different buttons you can use. All the way at the top is different time frames. So you can see here's the daily chart, the 4-hour chart, the 1-hour chart. Basically, what this is just a bunch of candles, and what these candles are is just however much the market moved in a specific time frame. So that may have been a lot. Let me slow down a bit. So your chart is going to be made up of candles. What these candles represent is obviously where the market moved at a specific period of time. So if this is a bullish candle, you know that because it's green. If this is a bearish candle, you know that is because it's red. Now, what this represents is the market either moving up through that set period of time or moving down through that set period of time. Now, there's a couple different parts to a candle. There is the body and the wick, and that is what I'll go over right now. So the body of the candle is going to be the big colored rectangle that you see. What this tells you is where that time period opened and where that time period closed. So if your candle is bullish, it opened right down here. This is where the candle opened at the bottom of the body, and then it closed higher, where the top of this box closes. So you have your candle open and your candle close, and clearly it went up in that period of time, so it is bullish. Same thing in the other direction. If your candle is bearish, that means it moved down through that period of time. So your candle opened and then moved down. You have your candle open and your candle close. That's what makes up the body of a candle. But now let's talk about these strange line things, which are called the wicks. So the wick is the lowest or the highest point that the candle moved throughout the period of time. So your wick on a bullish candle would be this little line that would be the highest point in time that candle reached, even though it may not have closed all the way up there. Same thing on the bottom, the lowest point the candle reached, but obviously it didn't close down here because the candle is green. Same thing on the bearish candle, you get the gist. Your chart, when you first open TradingView, is going to be made up of green and red candles. Mine, obviously, is black and white. That's just how I personally like it. You can feel free to mess with your chart settings however you may please. For an example on the charts now, this candle, white being bullish, opened and then closed higher. So price went up, therefore it made a bullish candle. Bearish, this candle opened and then closed lower, so it is black. It's a bearish candle because price moved down through the set period of time. This should be pretty simple stuff. You see the wicks, you see the lowest point it reached, you see the highest point it reached. Nothing too crazy. That is just how these candles function and how your charts work. Don't worry, you will get really familiar with this, and as a matter of fact, you might start seeing these in your sleep with the amount that you're going to be looking at a chart. Great, that covered what you will be using to trade, and if you're able to use this stuff, congratulations, you'll make it through all these other videos with no problem. Spend some time getting used to this platform because you are going to be married to it for the next few months of your life. It's going to be like your second home. That being said, I hope this was helpful. Make sure you join the Discord in the description if you haven't yet, and carry on right to the next video if you feel you're ready. You're getting there.